have a very important message today. I believe it is time that we go through a short list of the common frauds inside of the trading industry. I think we need to just hit the wrong button. I think we need to wake up the trading community to at least know the common frauds in this industry. There are a lot of newbie traders, and you as a newbie trader need to understand what to look out for in these cons and frauds. I'm going to talk you guys through a list of them, and I'm going to go over an egregious one that ICT is doing even right now. A little sleight of hand magic trick that he's pulling right in front of people's eyes. That is the main topic here tonight, to show you guys specifically what he's done recently and some of the Muppets who are defending him using it, and then going out there and others who are a little bit more clever are actually using this same con to pull off their own fraud, to run their own Discord rooms, to do their own signal services, but they ultimately fail. But you're wondering, well, why is it that they showed such great results prior to? What happened? And I'm going to show you all that here. Stay tuned. Let's get into it. All right, so first, let me give you a list of the most common fraud techniques, and hopefully I don't miss any, but I might miss a few. I'm going to give you the big ones right now. Let's make that list so you know what we're going to talk about. Okay, again, today's video is going to be more directed towards newbie traders who are unaware of these methods of fraud, and there are many. A lot of you guys who are veterans of the markets, you already know this. You know these things. Or some of them, they might be new. In fact, tell me down in the comments which one of these did you not know about, and help us by putting those down in the comments down below. Make sure you smash that like button and of course subscribe. But people need to know about this, or share this everywhere. Share this on Twitter. Make sure people understand these are the common tricks, folks. Watch these. If you don't know about them today, you have no longer an excuse, and make sure others know about this. Photoshop, I think this one's the most obvious. You know, trust nothing in a single screenshot. I'm not going to go into details on a lot of these here today. Maybe I'll do more detail on future videos if you guys want to see me do an in-depth on any one of these. I'm going to brush through these very quickly. Browser dev mode edits. This one's a little less known, but did you know that you can press the F11 button on your keyboard for Chrome? I think it's different for each browser, but press F11, go into dev mode, or on the right hand side if you don't have short keys, click on the little triple dots at the top, go into dev mode, and on the right hand side you will see the code behind the page that you're looking at on a website, and you can edit anything on the page. So let's say that they're, you know, personal P&L right now on a any web browser based P&L can be edited. You can literally edit anything. You can go on there and you see where he says minus 500, you can literally change it to plus 500. You could see where his account, you know, was 10,000, he can edit it, add a zero, and make it 100,000. This is the common browser dev mode edits, which is why you need to have them, you know, make sure that they are refreshing a screen or showing you further proof. If they're just showing you something like, oh look, see, I logged into my page, notice what they won't do is, you know, show a video of them logging into the page, or it's an edit or whatever. You got to be careful for this, because again, you can do deceptive video editing and make it look like you didn't do the dev mode edit, but ultimately a lot of these are a dev mode edit. You can edit anything on the page. Go look into that one if you don't know about it. Private group splitting. This is common. This is ICT's method. So in his private groups, when he has his private mentorship, you can go back and ask any member who's been back with him and is everything from his 2016 through his 2021. Remember, ICT was charging for 6 years, and prior to that he was also making a bit, but prior to that charging even more. We found something where he was charging $199 a month for a private group. Prior to that, again, this guy is just, you know, sold and sold and sold for forever and never has any profits in real money. But this private group splitting is important. This is where you split everybody into groups. So first of all, you give them fake IDs, like nobody has an email address, nobody has a name, and he will assign them to you. You're like FX970333, like some random number thing is your identifier, and he gives you your username, he gives you your password, and that's how ICT worked. Now internally though, he divides you into 4 groups. If you guys remember my split video I showed you before, I go a little bit more detail on this one because this is probably one of the most complex, but you break them into multiple groups so that this group over here can't see what this group knows or this group knows, etc. You give calls in both directions so that you always keep half your group running, and then you keep one that's like neutral. So you have a neutral, you have a long, you have a short, and sometimes you have your rotational group. But what you always want to do is keep a group of them happy so that you're always selling. This is why ICT did this group splitting. Now, of course, they always give you some alternate reason for why they're splitting, but there is no reason to do this. And he would give them multiple videos. They would be multiple. He would claim that he was putting watermarks on each one to say that he wanted to find out who was sharing his content. That was just the cover story for the splitting of the groups. This is a very common thing. Go check that one out. This is just a quick brush overview of how they do these things. If they're doing this, you need to run, okay? MetaTrader 4, meta quotes, super fake. MetaTrader 4, folks, anybody showing you MetaTrader 4, this is just, everybody knows this on the internet by now. Anybody showing you MetaTrader stats, this can be so easily defrauded. You can be your own broker. It's open sourced. It's out of Russia. You can do it. It's super duper fake. Anybody showing you any MetaTrader 4, even ICT, when he was caught with this, again, another ICT trick here. MetaTrader 4 is what he was using when he ran that $5,000 up to $5.8 million. That was all fake, all fraud. He deleted his whole Twitter account after the SEC started coming, and Guru Leaks exposed him, Tom Dante exposed him, Adam Webb exposed him, I exposed him, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, well, now that I found out that that's the case, I'm going to go over to TradingView. Don't worry, TradingView is the big one here today. I'm going to show you guys how he's using TradingView to trick you, and he just did it recently, but people think that he's legit because he's like, oh, look, I saw his trading history. I'll show you what he's doing to you in that. He is a clever little con artist, and that's what con artists are. Again, it's not the obvious. It's the sleight of hand. It's the magic trick. It's the BS. And he's also showing other little Muppets how to do this, which is why he has Muppets promoting him, is because they also resell and do the same exact thing. They're all little Muppets. That's why he says mentor of your mentor, but he's really the scammer of your scammers. Stay away from ICT. He is the most egregious offender of all of these. Next. All right, record multiple accounts and screens. ICT also guilty of this in his cherry picking. I'll kind of combine these two with the cherry picking. Cherry picking is where you only show the good trades, don't show the bad trades, and particularly if you are going to record multiple accounts on multiple screens. So picture two laptops. I have shown this in illustration before with pictures of, they're not really ICT. I get it. I don't know why, like, the ICT trolls are like, that's not ICT. I'm like, yes, it's an illustration, but it looks like him. So everyone's like, oh, you did, that's not a real photo of him. Yes, I know, it's AI generated. But anyhow, two laptops side by side. It's easy with just two, but you can do it with multiples. In fact, ICT does it with multiple laptops and multiple phone devices. That's why you'll see sometimes he's recording from a phone, sometimes he's recording from his little laptops, which are, you can hear the mushy button on them. You always hear his mushy button click. Pay attention to his little mouse clicks in his videos when he's showing you those things. It is a little mushy mouse click. This is not his 8-screen setup that he shows you guys. Oh, this is what I trade on. No, he doesn't. He's over there click, 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 mushing on these little laptops that he's recording on multiples. He's recording across all of them and using multiple paper accounts. That's why, again, there's no risk to him. And he goes out there, multiple paper accounts, and he's editing on each one. Not editing, what's the word? He's narrating on each one. That's why he's all typing it out, and there's not a continuous voice over on the entire thing. He can't do that because he would be having to call both directions when he's doing this stuff. Anyhow, you just need to pay close attention. Make sure you understand that this is a common one, particularly with ICT. He uses this, is even from his own son has told me in specifically, this is how his dad pulls this one off, is he's recording on multiple laptops, and he said even phones. Sometimes he'll use phones. So you guys can go and deal with that. People are like, oh, that's not, where's the proof? Folks, I've already showed you the proof. Go look at his videos and then go ask him to show the history. I've showed you guys. Ask him, show 90 days of TradingView history. Again, all he does is account resets, and then there's no history. But recently he showed the history, and I'm going to show you how that was faked and how you could tell. Ready? Carry on. All right, Robin's Cup. Oh, this is one disgusting. Everybody thinks, oh, ICT's like, oh, the Robin's is the ultimate. No, it's not. It's the ultimate con. This is the worst, the most egregious trading cup in the world. And this is one particularly that Larry Williams is guilty of, Mr. LW himself. Larry Williams, and you guys wonder why his daughters have won. Multiple daughters of his have won. It's not because he's a great trader and he's taught them how to trade. This is because they have the top 5 thing. I've shown this in other videos. Go watch my Robin's Cup exposure video on this, but it works real simple. If you're only showing the top 5, and let's say that you are trading 10 accounts, but you're trading them all in both directions, all different directions, whatnot, and one of them, YOLO trades and gets to the top of the leaderboard because, I don't know, some CPI number works for you in your favor, and you get some rocket whatever, and you get some huge number. This is how the people on the Robins typically win, is some big winner. And that's why you don't see any stats, you don't see any drawdowns, you don't see any of the other topics. All they show is what's the percentage game. Robins Cup can be totally gamed. They only show the top 5, and now that I've exposed them, they did not have this in their disclaimer until I went and exposed them for it. And all of a sudden, now it's on the top disclaimer on their front page. They allow you to trade multiple accounts because I called them out on it. So yay for us and our community. We are doing good service, but people aren't paying close enough attention because people like ICT are going out there and saying that it is legit, and it is not. It is shit. And he wants to one day win that by running it across multiple accounts with his son's names. Why do we know that? He's always, not always, but in multiple Twitter spaces, you guys have heard him say that he's gonna, oh, my son's gonna win one day, oh, my son's gonna be on that leaderboard, and he's got 3 sons he's already mentioned by name that he's going to, supposedly have. Well, that's ICT account, Caleb account, Cody account, and Cameron account. So yes, these are the sons that he has named that will be, trading with daddy. Okay, yet at the same time, all he's going to do is just trade all these accounts in different directions, and whichever one hits on the top, he's going to say, see, I'm the best. This is a fraud. If it's Robins, it's fraud. Do not pay attention to anybody who's claiming that, oh, I won the Robins. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Again, ask them for the records, and go ask Robins how many accounts they were running. Real simple. And if they won't give it to you, tell me about it. I will fucking sue them, and I will get the subpoena and get them. I'll get you the information. Easy. Again, I got legal teams ready to go for this, folks. Try it. Let's go. Next, delayed data feed trick. So this is Connor over there at Futures Analytica. Write that one down. It's a hard name, but Futures Analytica. So he is conning people with several things. So he's got the real complicated name, so it sounds like he's super into things. He's got supposedly an order flow algorithm, and it's one of these arm disarm systems. So you turn it on at the right time, all of a sudden it works. Well, he uses a delayed data feed trick on his live stream. Oh no, he's live streaming, Vinny. Well, go look, pay attention very closely. He has a 13-minute delayed data feed. Now you don't find that a little suspicious? Well, here's how delayed data feeds work. You can get 10-minute delayed data feeds, and he's using specifically inside. Again, I am a NinjaStrader Pro. I know this exists. I have seen it myself and caught him doing it. So he's got a 13-minute delayed feed. What he does is he goes and he's showing the delayed feed. He knows exactly where the market's going. All you need are a couple screens like this. On the right-hand side, I have a live feed, so I know where the market's going to go in the next 10 minutes. I have a 13-minute delayed feed, so I have plenty of time and opportunity to be like, okay, I'm going to enable, arm my little robot. You notice that all of his little arms are nearly perfect. Again, he lets some slide. He knows which ones are going to, he loses and wins. He's trying to con the game, and this is a con, folks. This is a lie. So Connor is his name, which I think is funny. He starts with a con, and then ICT and his concepts. The Lord works in mysterious ways. You also have, Ross Cameron, which I always think, like, if you put his name together, you see scam in the middle of his name. I think it's funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidence, but anyhow, Connor over there at Futures Analytica, we caught you. We saw in your log file. So if you look over here in his log file, if you click on the log tab, you'll see it says on his connection feed, it says this data is delayed. This is not real-time data, blah, blah, blah. And we caught that in one of his feeds as he was flipping over, caught it, screenshotted it, and posted it. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Delayed data feed trick. That is what Connor over there at Futures Analytica is running on you guys. Yes, this is the exposure of all. We've got plenty on the list, folks. There's more coming. We've got scammers.io website coming very soon that we will post all of our information that we have found over the years on these furus. You need to know what's up. Cherry picking recordings, we kind of already went over that one, so I'm going to go through it pretty quickly, but this is especially ICT speeding up, speed up real fast, put some cool music on it, and just watch something go to target, and you're like, oh, you're the greatest. Again, one trade, some big trade, whatever. Easy to do when you're recording across multiple screens, or just one that works, great. The one that does, the ones that don't, just throw them away. And then let's get to today. I'm going to show you in detail, because this is the most egregious one as of this date, because people said that this could not be faked. Well, here we go. Are you ready? Trading View, history tricks, ICT pulling the wool over your eyes. Once again, I'm going to go into his one of his tweets with his little video recording where at the end he's like, oh, Vinny says show history. Oh yeah, I'll show history. Well, unfortunately for ICT, every time he combs into my little trap and I push him in to go again, you guys want to see exactly how he's doing stuff and how far he goes. This is the most egregious, disgusting fraud on the planet. Next month, we are working with our legal teams to make certain that things are going to happen on the ICT account. We are going with him civil class action, and hopefully those of you guys who lost your money to ICT, you will get that returned to you. If you would like to join our class action lawsuit, there will be a link down in the description of this video. Click into our Discord. We will collect your information and details, and then we will add you to our class action list, and you'll be contacted by one of the legal representatives that is bringing that case against the Inner Circle Trader Fraud Network. All right, here we go. Let me show you how ICT pulled it, and it's no longer a mystery. Let's go. Okay, so before ICT deletes this tweet, I'll go ahead and post a link down below, and when he deletes it, you will have further proof that, you know, again, hopefully he leaves it up, but he will likely delete it after he sees this video. And but I'm gonna show you guys how he runs things. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music over here so you can hear his music while we play just a little part of this. It's a full 2 minutes and 18 seconds. It's not very long, but yeah, I don't want to bore you guys. I know you guys got the attention spans of goldfish, so let's play this through. This is his typical thing, you know, press play, stuff's gonna be moving super fast, you know, high speed, whatever. So hopefully you don't pay close attention, but I do want to point you out to the fact that all of a sudden this trade position looks like it's in a very, very strong downtrend. Now he's showing you at this point here, but how many trades do you think he took before this? Well, you don't know because he doesn't have little trade markers on, right? Trade markers are not on in this section of the video. Wonder why that is, especially when we've already proven out that you should probably go ahead and show those trade markers. But let's just carry on with this little trade scenario here. I'm going to fast forward it, but basically his typical thing, you know, seeing, oh, look at me, I caught the big drop. Oh, look at me, of course I caught the perfect drop. Of course I did. Of course I couldn't, you know, doing across multiples or anything like that, because I'm going to show you trade history. I'm going to show Vinny wrong. I was at the very, because now I'm going to pop to everybody. I'm going to pop up my trading history. Hold on, let's see this. Remember, it's slow, a little bit slower motion for everybody. Okay, so we're gonna see he's gonna leave this, you know, this time because he wants to prove Vinny wrong. Show Vinny. Yeah, well, notice that all of a sudden now he's going to go ahead and show us these, which again, we will subpoena this information from TradingView, and we are going to be bringing him to court for this bullshit because he's going to go out there and continue to say that I'm a liar. Well, I'm tired of getting called a liar. I am the exposer, my friend. You misspelled exposer and destroyer of frauds. Okay, so this time he's not masking that. Now, oftentimes he's got a little mask over that. You'll notice some of them he does, some of them he doesn't. Wonder why he does that. Well, this is why. You want to know how he showed this history at the end? Because somebody trolled me. He's like, how do you explain this, Vinny? How do you... Look, I think it's so funny when you guys are like, oh yeah, prove this. Fine. You want me to show it to you? Here it is. Here's the video. Here's how it works. Carry on. So he presses play. Wait for it. Of course, now my computer's going to spin up. Hold up. Okay, right there. So hold up. Let's see it. So this time he's going to be like, oh yeah. Vinny says I don't talk through it, so he's going to talk through this one. Okay, now mind you, he's talking over it. Okay, this is pre-recorded and then dubbed over. This is not in real time. Think about it. Okay, I don't know. I know I got to let the ICT Muppets let it sink in a little bit because you got a little bit slower. Okay, this is all high speed. Does it sound like his voice is in high speed? No, this is after the fact. He's explaining what's going on here, and at the end, he really wants to prove, see, Vinny, I showed my history. Let's look at that. Let's look very closely. Carry on. So he goes through this whole thing. You saw him pop up. I want to make sure you saw this pop up down here, okay? In his other videos, you will see this little section. He usually has it blurred out, but he's showing these orders that were played. There you go. And modified, right? Modified. Being keyword. Carry on. Carry. What do you got to show us, Vinny? Hurry up, buddy. Okay, there's his whole little typing stuff in while he's going. Again, folks, every one of these bars is a minute. You have plenty of time. It seems like it's really fast, so he's like, oh, he wouldn't have time to type that. Yes, he would. He's got a minute per bar, remember? Carry on. Of course, he's going to hit that monster target down there, right? Because this one hits. Okay, fantastic. Oh, let's show that history. Look, he's like, oh, let me, like, Vinny wants to see that history. Okay, I'll show you. I think he shows it twice. Let's see. Here we go. He's going to show that history. Let's pause it at the history and let's unwrap this mystery since you guys are saying, haha, see, Vinny, there's the proof. It worked. Uh-oh. Now, those of you who are in TradingView are going to be like, this seems quite empty. Why does this look so empty? I mean, there's a lot of space in here going on. Have you figured it out yet? Pause right here. before I reveal it to you. Have you figured it out yet? Have you figured it out? Give you a few more seconds. The smart people in the room, if you figured this out when I showed you this before I revealed, pop it down in the comments. I'll give you a few more seconds. If you are a TradingView person, you probably know this, but if you're not TradingView, you're not going to know this. Hey, what do you see? What do you notice? What do you notice? I'm about to give you the hint. You want a hint? You want a hint, don't you? I'm going to play the music. You want a hint? Count the columns. How many columns of data do you see here? How many columns? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 columns. Now, I encourage you to take your TradingView. Remember, this is TradingView. Paper account or not, doesn't matter. Now you go look in your TradingView. Tell me how many columns you have. I'll wait. Have you figured it out yet? You got it now? Pause the video. Have you figured it out before I told you? 3 columns. I guess you've probably figured out by now that some are missing, right? Now, this is a before and after balance, so like that's really weird. Why would you want to show the before and after? Okay, like there's other columns here that are missing that would be helpful, don't you think? Wonder why that would be. Oh, let me flip back to my trade real quick.
And you can see it's the same account.
Hold on. I want to show you again at the end and real fast. I mean, split second, hoping that this goes away. Oh, okay, we're back to the account history tab. And then he flips. Watch, he's going to scroll it. Quick scroll, right? Quick scroll to show you. Look at all my trades, right? This looks like a bunch of trades, doesn't it? Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to right there. So another 10 to there. So, you know, it looks like 30 some odd trades, doesn't it? So 30 trades. How many days do you think that is? How many days is this, folks? Tell me. Tell me how many days of account history do we have right here? What? What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say? You can't tell because he took off the time date column, so you can't tell when he took it. Oh, let's dig a little bit further. Why would that matter? Well, Vinny, it doesn't matter. Oh, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Oh, well, okay. You want me to show you? You want me to show you how he does it? Have you figured it out yet? Figured it out? You got it now? Okay, hold up. Carry on. Wait.
The entire account.
Wait. Oh, he's gonna go to another tab. Wait. Only for a split second. Hold up. Oh, it's so fast you couldn't even see it. Hold up.
And then I'll show you.
Scroll it. Doesn't show you any other tab, does he?
It's the entire account.
Oh, click to the orders real fast. I mean, literally half a split second. Clicks the orders. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait for it. Did you see it? Oh, wait. Did you see it? Did you see it? Have you figured it out yet? Have you figured it out? Have you? Did you figure it out? Oh, I hope you figured it out. Did you figure it out? You know what he's doing? How many trades has he taken? And over what period of time? I'll give you one final hint, folks. One final hint. Remember how ICT says partials pay 100% of the time? Are you sure? First of all, partials. I've seen people not get their first target one, right? He's in that statement. He's negating the fact that sometimes you don't even get to target one. Okay, if you're pretending like you get to target one every time, you're a liar. And but let's say that you take his statement where he says partials pay 100% of the time. Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you one more time. How many actual trades do you think he took here? Let me ask in a different way to really just answer it for you without answering it for you, because I'm going to give the full reveal in part 2 if you guys want to see it. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, I'll give it to you in part 2. You might want to come back. Make sure you subscribe, notify. Oh man, is that so scummy? Vinny just he just wants me to come back and check out his YouTube. Are you sure about that, folks? Are you aware that I have monetization turned off? I need to tell this. You guys share this to all your Muppets. I have monetization turned off. I make zero money from YouTube. I do not care about your clicks. I do not care about your views. I care about getting the truth out into the trading industry. I am independently wealthy. I have made my money. I am here. I got fortune. Now I'm here for fame. What do I want to be famous for? Exposing frauds and being the best mentor in the entire world. You have a problem with that? That's okay. I'm ready for you any day, but you do need to at least know how these con artists are defrauding you. Have you figured it out yet? Partials, how would you do it? Tell me down in the comments, or tweet at me and let me know how's it done, or wait for all the fun in part 2. Happy Saturday. See ya.